Kenny could not win a gunfight, man. Poor guy Kenny could not win a gunfight. And here's another thing. Okay, so this was probably like the biggest one. So we remember like the Hook Shotzi Kenny thing on like the P4, and then we heard Kenny in his stream talking about like what their game plan on Skyline Hardpoint is. Like on P4 Hill, they want control of the top. So, and then there's like a miscommunication there where he was asking for help, but everyone was blacked out, not even paying attention to him. So in this scenario, this is what I'm confused about. And I think this scenario of Kenny getting set up again, quote unquote, and this is a scenario of his teammates blacking out on him, because I know Kenny calmed this shit. So right here, he's on old right here. He's watching old. He dies right here. I know he probably calmed. There's a guy on old probably pushing through kitchen. I'm so confused why Dashy didn't even like go back around and check. He threw a fucking trophy at the back steps and then walked. And yes, he got the 2-piece. Yes, he was able to get a 2-piece up here, but it came at the cost of Kenny spawning in right into number 7 again. And he was not even thinking, because he's thinking like Dashy had it taken care of. He's thinking probably Dashy checked it and it was just like clear. But like he didn't even check it. So Kenny's going up, and then all of a sudden like he turns around, fucking Nero's already there. He's like, whoa, what the fuck? And that's how they lose like the P4. And you can even hear Chance talk about it. You can even hear Chance. You can hear Chance instantly. Like when 7 pushes through, you can hear Chance go like, Like Chance knew exactly what I do. Look, take a look at this.
As they sorely needed going to this P4. They had a great break in the first go around. Now they've got the hold, but for how long? Trophies at the ready. Oh no. First wave. Beautiful shots.
Like, oh,
Dashy gets 2. But one makes it through the back. That's going to be Nero. We'll see how this one plays out. Pred, find a corner. Stay alive. Paul gets in. The break is there.
That's an interesting moment. That's when we got to hear the comms from OpTic, because they just let grass completely wide open for Nero to go on that pinch. And I don't know who was supposed to pick it up, but Kenny's the one that tries to like fix that mistake. And when he loses the gunfight, all hell breaks loose. Still Mixie here on the P.
Yeah, so I feel like that's like a scenario where I don't like. Yes, he gets a 2-piece up top, but I think the more important kill is like that guy in the back. Like both those guys up top, like yeah, they're up top. But let's say Dashy like gets this kill, for example. So if Dashy gets his kill on number 7 and he's just back around here, if the guys come from up top, he's probably going to win like the gunfight, and they have to either drop down into bed or go on the backside, which Kenny had at that point in time. So they could have actually just like held a flawless hold on this P4, but like instead this small miscommunication. I don't even know why he swung a trophy there. Like I don't even know why he swung a trophy there. Like if you're not gonna be there, what's the point of throwing a trophy there? Because if you're anticipating a guy to, it's almost like he heard the comm. He's like, yeah, I'll just throw this shit. Like I don't know. I want to know the thought process of throwing a trophy there, but not even being there. Like that was the weirdest shit I've ever seen. And yeah, he pops a 2-piece, and like this is where like the casual viewer comes in, because casual was like, oh well, you got fucking 2, like da 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 da. But like he was probably expecting that Dashy pick that shit up. He probably wasn't expecting the guy was gonna come from the place where he just died when there's already a person at the steps, which is probably spectating that dude. Like look. So at this point in time, Kenny in spectator probably like staring at Dashy going back this way, so he probably thinks it's covered. He definitely thinks it's covered if he's actually spectating him. So by the time he comes up, he's thinking he's just gonna fucking probably gonna pick up the top AC, but the next thing you know, number 7 comes around, and they end up breaking off of that. That 2-piece are basically fucking worthless because of what number 7 did.
The break is there. That's an interesting moment. That's when we got to hear the comms from OpTic, because they just let grass completely wide open.
But yeah, that one was kind of like a little bit. That one was a little bit suspect to me. I'm not gonna lie. That was a little bit suspect to me.
Still Mixie here on the P4 time, but certainly not a good
This was big time that if OpTic got, you gotta think, with how close this game was, if OpTic gets his P4, they actually win this map, and it's over. That's just another blackout moment. Just another blackout moment. I implore all you guys to, like, go back and watch OpTic VODs and, like, really watch the arrows and how they could possibly affect Kenny. So, like, it's like another, like, scenario. So there's only 9 seconds left on P2. You got nobody at P2. They basically have a pretty good setup. They literally at this point don't have to do a thing. Like 4 is gonna hop on the hill. 2 needs to just play this corner. 1 has all the back. Like they pretty much have everything covered. Wait till you get some kills before doing anything. But making plays when you don't have any info at this moment in time. I mean. So it all comes down like to number 2 and like number 3. So I remember I brought this up when we were going through it, how like AG died in gym, and I said, oh, it's harsh like critiquing him, but like you're gonna see the impact it has. So first number 2, when they have control of P4, I talk about this all the time. Like when you die, it puts your other team in a fuck scenario, especially when you're holding a setup and it isn't like as like the hills like going on. It's like before it even pops. Like your teammates are basically like depending on you to like still be alive in your spot. Like if this guy comes around the corner, he pisses on him, nothing you can do about it. But the fact that he's sprinting out towards P2 side when P3's about to pop makes no sense to me. Like I don't know what he's getting from going out there. It kind of makes no sense. And then 3 is like pushing through gym. Granted, he's trying to like actually get info on like P1. I'm pretty sure he saw this guy, so I think he's going after him. But then he actually runs into that guy, so I'm not gonna fault him. But I am gonna fault Shotzi, because Shotzi would have died and got that spawn, but like he ends up dying there, and now all of a sudden Kenny's left in no man's out. Now he's like tweaking. Now he's like, what the fuck? Like the people I thought were gonna be alive were supposed to be alive. Gets fucking double teamed back here. So that's just like some like to look into. You can probably find numerous examples of that like throughout the game of just scenarios where he was probably expecting, oh, okay, well, we're chilling. Next thing you know, he has to like, oh shit, now he's in the fucked up spot. And now he's not paying for it because he's on the hill, but he's on rotation and he's fucking dying again. Looks like, oh, fucking Kenny's dying on rotation again. But it's actually like what the other arrows were doing to like affect him, you know?